Enormous, remarkable, and cherished, elephants have always had a unique spot in many people's affections. They're clever, sociable animals, and let's not forget, they're absolutely huge. Maybe that's why we're endlessly fascinated by these incredible creatures. So today, we present to you the top 10 biggest elephants in the world. Jumbo.
Next up, we've got a real celebrity in the elephant world. None other than Jumbo. Jumbo wasn't just any old elephant. He was a bona fide superstar back in the late 1800s. Imagine being the main attraction at the London Zoo during that time. Talk about a big deal. But Jumbo's fame reached even greater heights when he was bought by none other than P.T. Barnum, the famous American circus showman, in 1882. When Jumbo arrived in New York, he was greeted by a crowd of 10,000 people. Now that's what I call a grand entrance. Standing over 11 feet tall and weighing a whopping 6 tons, Jumbo was the largest elephant in captivity at the time. People couldn't get enough of him. He was gentle, intelligent, and formed a close bond with his keeper. Now, here's an interesting tidbit. Jumbo's name didn't actually have anything to do with his size. It's because of him that we use the word jumbo to mean enormous today. Talk about leaving a legacy. Unfortunately, Jumbo's story took a tragic turn when he was hit by a train in 1885 in Ontario, Canada. His untimely death was mourned by people all around the world.
The Columbian mammoth.
The Columbian mammoth was quite the impressive creature that roamed North America between 1.5 million to 10,000 years ago. It was a big deal in the mammoth family, closely related to its more famous cousin, the woolly mammoth. These Columbian mammoths were massive, standing up to 14 feet tall at the shoulders and weighing a whopping 10 tons. Talk about heavyweights. They sported long, curved tusks that could reach up to 16 feet in length, and their shaggy brownish hair kept them warm and toasty in the chilly northern climates they called home. Being herbivores, these mammoths had a diet mainly consisting of grasses and other vegetation. They were adaptable creatures, thriving in various environments from grasslands to forests across North America. In recent years, scientists have unearthed fossilized remains of Columbian mammoths all over the Los Vegas Formation at Tule Springs Fossil Bed National Monument. These fossils make up about 22% of the preserved remains found in the area. Through research, it's been revealed that like many megafauna of its time, the Columbian mammoth faced extinction, likely due to a mix of climate change and human hunting.
Straight-tusked elephants.
These extinct species, collectively referred to as straight-tusked elephants, were among the largest land mammals ever known. Although the term encompasses various extinct elephant species, the abundance of remains discovered has left scientists uncertain about the exact number of species involved. These colossal creatures once roamed across Africa, Europe, and Asia, with their existence spanning from around 2 million to 11,700 years ago. They were massive, standing as tall as 15 feet and weighing up to 14 tons, which is twice the weight of an African elephant. As humans evolved, they encountered these prehistoric elephants, which continued to exist until about 21,000 years ago. There's ample evidence suggesting that these ancient giants were a significant food source for our ancestors during their dwindling days.
African bush elephant.
The African bush elephant is also known as the African savanna elephant, but don't mix it up with its cousin, the forest elephant. It's a bit of a biology lesson today, but hey, we're all here to learn, right? While it was once thought there was only one type of African elephant, there are actually two: the African forest elephant and the African savanna elephant. These two species are closely related, but the African savanna elephant takes the cake for being the largest land animal on the planet. They're said to be twice the size of their forest elephant cousins. You can spot the differences by looking at their tusks, which are thicker with larger curves, and their ears, which are more triangular in shape. Spotting these disparities might require a bit of bravery on your part. Asking an elephant if it's cool with you poking around its ears. Growing up to a towering 13 feet tall and weighing in anywhere from a hefty 2 to a whopping 7 tons, elephants are the muscle of the land. Not much stands a chance against their brute strength. Even a lion might think twice when facing a stampeding elephant. But what really sets elephants apart is their smarts. Working together as a herd, their collective experience can mean the difference between life and death. Despite their incredible importance and popularity, elephants are in serious trouble. They're classified as critically endangered, which means if things don't change, future generations might not get to see these majestic creatures in the wild. And it's not just about missing out on a sightseeing opportunity. Elephants are essential to the ecosystem. From spreading seeds to creating watering holes, they play a crucial role in keeping the balance of nature.
Sri Lankan elephant.
The Sri Lankan elephant, also known as the Ceylon elephant, is a subspecies of the Asian elephant found in the island nation of Sri Lanka, just off the southern coast of India. These majestic creatures are the largest and darkest of all Asian elephant subspecies, often boasting a sturdy build. Male Sri Lankan elephants usually flaunt impressive tusks, while females may have shorter tusks or none at all. Throughout history, Sri Lankan elephants have been deeply intertwined with the island's culture and religion. They've played prominent roles in traditional ceremonies, parades, and serve as symbols of Sri Lankan identity. Sadly, their population has been on a decline due to factors like habitat loss, human-elephant conflicts, and poaching for their ivory. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these elephants, with national parks and protected areas in Sri Lanka providing crucial habitats for them. These remarkable creatures are considered keystone species, meaning their habits and behavior are vital for the ecosystem. From spreading seeds for plant growth to digging and creating watering holes, elephants play a crucial role. If they were to disappear, the entire habitat and its inhabitants would suffer immensely.
World's biggest elephant in Tanzania.
The eternal quest to uncover the whereabouts of the world's largest elephant. We've all been there, spending countless hours pondering this age-old mystery. But fear not, because the search may have finally come to an end. While this discovery may not meet the meticulous standards of Guinness World Records, some intrepid soul on the internet claims to have spotted a truly massive elephant. And of course, we couldn't wait to share the news with you. Because let's be real, who wouldn't be awestruck by a colossal elephant? This magnificent creature, reportedly sighted in Tanzania, is rumored to tip the scales at a whopping 17,000 pounds, or approximately 8,000 kilos. Now, I highly doubt anyone has convinced this majestic beast to hop on a scale, so take that estimate with a grain of salt. Previously, the title of heaviest elephant supposedly belonged to one residing in Angola, weighing in at a mind-boggling 11,000 kilos, or 24,251 pounds.
Temple elephant Raman.
In India, many temples house captive elephants, revered as divine beings capable of blessing faithful. These elephants play integral roles in ceremonies and festivals, adding to their significance. However, their captive status often sparks controversy. Meet Raman, the majestic temple elephant with a name too long to remember. Fortunately, he's also known as the Only Emperor. Standing at a towering 10.5 feet, Raman is considered one of the tallest living captive elephants. Despite being partially blind, the temple authorities assure that he receives proper care. Nonetheless, due to the ongoing debate surrounding the treatment of temple elephants, there are instances when Raman is prohibited from public display.
Deinotherium.
Deinotherium, an extinct species of prehistoric mammals, roamed the Earth around 23 to 5 million years ago. These fascinating creatures were part of the elephant family tree but had some unique features that set them apart from modern-day elephants. One of the most notable differences was their downward curving tusks, unlike the upward and outward tusks of modern elephants. This distinctive feature led scientists to initially think they were related to tapirs or sea cows. Their downward curving tusks were handy for stripping leaves, bark, and vegetation from trees and shrubs. Deinotherium was truly massive, with some species reaching up to 13 feet at the shoulder. Fossil evidence suggests they were widespread, with fossils discovered in Africa, Eurasia, and parts of North America. They likely thrived in various habitats, from savannas to forests. While the exact reason for their extinction remains uncertain, Factors like climate change and shifts in vegetation likely played significant roles in their decline. It's a reminder of how delicate ecosystems can be and the impact environmental changes can have on species over time.
Mammuthus meridionalis.
This ancient elephant species, often referred to as the southern mammoth, roamed the Earth roughly 22 million to 700,000 years ago, belonging to the mammoth genus, which also includes the more famous woolly mammoth and the Columbian mammoth. This creature was indeed a heavyweight in the animal kingdom. Southern mammoths were no small fry. The males could reach heights of up to 13 feet tall and tip the scales at a whopping 10 to 12 tons. They sported those iconic long, curved tusks, stretching over 13 feet in length. Plus, they flaunted luxurious shaggy coats and long, coarse hair, perfectly suited to their ever-changing environment. These majestic creatures were true adventurers, thriving in various habitats from grasslands to forests. And what did they dine on? A delectable diet of grasses and shrubs, rich in fiber. However, as temperatures shifted and food sources dwindled, they eventually met the same fate as many of their prehistoric pals: extinction.
The steppe mammoth.
Here's another fascinating mammoth to add to the mix: the steppe mammoth. This prehistoric elephant roamed the Earth approximately 600,000 to 370,000 years ago. These mammoths were colossal, some towering up to 16 feet tall. They sported long, curved tusks that could stretch for tens of feet, serving various functions like digging for food and water, fending off predators, and possibly even wooing mates with some fancy moves. One of their standout traits was their resilience in harsh, frigid environments, like the expansive grasslands of the Eurasian steppe. Their shaggy coats provided insulation against bone-chilling temperatures during the ice ages. The steppe mammoth is thought to be an ancestor of the more famous woolly mammoth, which adapted to even colder climates, boasting a thick fur coat. While the precise reasons for the steppe mammoth's extinction remain unclear, it's likely that climate change and shifting vegetation patterns played significant roles. Like many prehistoric creatures, their story is one of adaptation and eventual disappearance in the ever-changing landscape of our planet's history. All right, folks, that wraps up our list elephant for today. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to explore the other exciting content popping up on the screen, and I'll catch you in the next video.